present.
You're present.
Yes.
Let me ask you, how are you gonna add all of this technology into one robot, and also which has a lot of code going on, and it will be very difficult and take a lot of years to produce the final product to the market with a low cost, so everyone can afford it. It's very difficult to pack all of these things into one packet, so everyone can have this robot of yours in their home.
What you don't understand is that most of the technology required for this robot already exists. Okay, so this robot can do what assistants can do, but it also has some simple actions like bring me a tray of glasses of water, or that. These are quite simple and they exist. Okay, most of the motions it has to perform, they're easy, and there are many robots that are far more advanced than what I'm thinking of. Like robots in space stations. I think they have some robots that check the whole rocket, the engine, everything, just like the hardware robot I suggested earlier. So I'm saying that this isn't an impossible idea, definitely not, and these motions and this technology is definitely possible. Yes.
So that will be so expensive for average people.
Yeah, I mean, we could launch a goal finder because like many companies do it, you know, and if we invest on that product, maybe people will like it, then they can buy more and we can release more hardware about it. You know, it's like the PlayStation. You bought the first one, they released the second one. It was more expensive, more advanced, they bought that too. You bought that too? Yes. You bought another PS3 and then it goes PS4, PS5.
Okay, but PS5 is like 500 to 600 euros.
That's about AI.
Like 30,000 euros and 40,000.
We're talking about the
So average people can buy.
I'm talking about the robot that packs in NASA technology, and I don't say you that there isn't an possibility that it can be done. It can be done. Have achieved a lot more difficult robots, more advanced robots than this. But to pack all of this technology into a budget-friendly robot, so that everyone can afford it in their home, is quite a difficult task because think about the cost of a program. It will take, let's say, if you have very good programmers, 1 year at least. Get the final product ready to ship, and no problems, no errors, no nothing. And let's say about robotics, the hearts move, the movement of the hands, the legs, how to get over. Let's say if it has the robot sees an obstacle, what will it do? Will it stop, or will it try to find a way to surpass the obstacle and get it into its final destination?
You're two words on programming. Listen, when you release a robot, you can always update the robot by home. This is the power of AI. If it stands on a wall, you say, and it can't turn around, maybe you can launch a software update, and then it will know what it will do.
No, that's actually very simple technology. That's what the Roomba does. It doesn't usually get stuck, especially the advanced Roombas. When they are near an obstacle, they just turn the other way or try to find another way to live. But if you yourself want to trap your robot somewhere, that's not the product's fault. Unless they install a push mechanism and it starts pushing things around the house. I don't know.
So what we are saying is that it will be so expensive for average people like us.
I think that people buy MacBooks, huge TVs, 2,000, 3,000.
Yes, of
I
course,
think
but
that
the robot will be 40,000 euros.
He was in the middle of his speech. Wait.
I wouldn't say that it would be 10,000, not even 5,000. I think that 3,000 to 4,000 would be the best price for it. Maybe the first years it would be more expensive until more are produced and more people buy the product. But in the later years, it's going to be more accessible to everyone. It's just like cars and carriages back in 1800.
Okay, so what you are saying is that as time goes on, the technology gets better and the products of yours gets more affordable. But right now, with the inflation that's going on in the world, with the people that have very low not budget, income. And they make up to, in Greece where I live, they make, an average person makes 700 to 1,200 euros. So how can they afford the $4,000, $5,000 robot, which is the best you can do, where they can't even fix their car and pay for fuel?
Since it will be a new technology for a while, before it gets very normalized, it's true that not everyone will have the robot. But in, let's say, 3 years' time, more people will buy it, and then more new models will release, and the older ones are going to get cheaper, and more people can afford the older ones or the newer ones if the prices drop.
Okay, but what if some people don't want that, let's say, they don't want all the simple tasks they don't want to pay that much money to get some simple tasks done. Because how hard is it to go to your kitchen and fill a bottle of water that comes in a heavy price tag, 4,000, 500,000 euros
It's
for
different
that
about
simple
one
task.
basic, no?
If you were doing something very difficult, accepting a job or something, okay, that would be better. But for that simple task,
You know,
it's a very
Excuse me,
heavy price.
there are 3 points we are talking about. There's a bullet point. First of all, the technical solution, the technological solution. At the beginning, sir, you said that it is too difficult, it takes so long. The gentleman replied, okay, the providing the systems, they are already there. Just like bringing you the water, we have enough robots who work in the industry. If it comes to make some over the same needs. This is the first thing. So technologically it can be solved. The other point you have been talking about, which is very important, is affordability. But let us now start a huge company, all of us, we're going to get rich if we buy via investors the robots and lease them. Okay? For example, if you lease or rent a beautiful house which costs 3 million euros, it's not yours, but you can use it by payments of 1,000 or 2,000 euro a month. But if you have an apartment, a condo with 2 rooms, you pay your 200, 300, 400 euros. But the value of this place where you're living is much more than you could ever afford, okay?
Yeah.
So, what we have now in the world is the real absurd situation that the investments are looking for opportunities. There is so much money in the world waiting to get invested and have a profitable business plan. This is exactly what they are waiting for. It means that you said about the incomes about 1,700 to 2,000 euros, something about that. Okay, so why wouldn't you, if you would need it, lease or rent a robot for let's say 300? And you said for this, okay, you are too young, what you're looking for is water. But we elderly people, okay, water is important to us, but we need someone to help us out of our bed.
Yeah.
You know, we need someone, not now, maybe next year, maybe, okay?
We need that our product is not aimed for everyone. It's aimed for people who need that simple task. You know?
Yes.
Maybe someone who is injured, they can't get up
Yes.
from the couch. Maybe they need assistance from the robot to maybe pick them up and just help them stand.
Yeah, of course.
Or maybe just ask for things so the robot can provide them, so they don't have to stand up. My leg is broken. Robot, can you give me some? Can you give me my pills?
So what this is talking about also about use in industrial and professional levels. It says that you could ease the work of nurses in hospitals via robotics. Have you ever worked in hospital?
No.
No.
Okay, we have, okay, as I was in you're 16 and 17, aren't you? 16, 17, 17, 18. As I was 18 years old, I have worked 18 months in an elderly home.
Yeah.
Because you have the choice to go to the military at that time, to go to the military or do civil services. I've chosen civil services, and I have worked 18 months in an elderly home, okay, where the people were far beyond 80, 90, okay, so I fed them, I washed them, I got them out of